What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Just wanted to make a little introduction video, kind of introduce myself and my car to the page. I'm gonna be doing a lot of content this year coming up. Some of it's already been filmed, but this summer is starting out. It's already been crazy so far. But I'm SIXSPEEDPAT. That's what they call me. About 2 or 3 years ago when we first started doing the car stuff, I have a 6-speed manual Mustang, and I guess the name just kind of stuck because it's 6-speed and everybody calls me Pat, so SIXSPEEDPAT. But anyways, behind me here I got my 2020 Mustang GT. It is a stick shift, obviously, MT82. I bought this car brand new in 2020, and honestly, I have not had any complaints about this car. You know, a couple little hiccups in the road here and there, but overall the car has been fantastic. Bought this brand new at the Ford dealership local here in Memphis, Tennessee. It's actually the Wolf Chase Ford dealership, to be exact. AutoNation Ford Wolf Chase. And yeah, it was in 2020. Got this car brand new. It was completely stock. It was the 301A package, blackout package. So it is a base model, but you know, it has all the bells and whistles inside except for the heat and cooled seats and the digital dash. But we'll get into the interior here in a little bit. Kind of just wanted to make this video today, go over the build. Already pretty much done a lot of stuff to this car, and I have filmed some of it in the videos coming soon. You'll guys kind of see some of the installations, some of the car meets, some of the Mexico trips, and yeah, other than that, we're gonna kind of go over the car, and I'm gonna pop the hood too, show you guys everything that's done to it. I'm gonna kind of start at the front of the car and work my way back, kind of go over everything. Starting off with the car, like I said, 2020 Mustang GT. I paid MSRP for this car right at the very beginning of 2020, in April exactly, right when COVID had just kind of became a thing and nobody was selling any cars. They were letting stuff go real cheap. Stuff didn't hit the roof and go crazy with inflation yet, so 0% interest rate. Coming into here, when the car was stock and I bought it brand new, the first thing I wanted to do was obviously add a little bit of performance and some sound. So we got Texas Speed 1 7/8 long tube catless headers on the car. They've been on there for about roughly 2 years. Love the way they sound. The Texas Speed headers fit in there, no problem, no fitment issues whatsoever. They're relatively cheap, great customer service, sent me everything I needed. The next thing we got is looks as if it's a, you know, stock 2018 and up manifold, but it is a 1320 ported 18 manifold. So I took my 2018 up manifold off and put a ported one on there. Sold the stock one. Next thing we did was obviously got the Steeda closed box intake here. Had the stock one before that. A lot of people debate on if it's worth it or not switching them up. My tuner definitely recommended me to run this one here, and so that's exactly what we went with. Love both of them. They perform great. They definitely jumped it up a good amount a bit in horsepower. Those 3 bolt-ons right there from stock. The tuner that I referred to is Wingard Performance. Everybody else was going with Lund, and I was like, you know, I'm buying different cold air intakes and not buying the Cobra Jet and trying to be different than everybody else, so went with him. And honestly, I'm so glad I did. He responds immediately most of the time. He's been very, very hands-on with me, always got me right. Data log, no problems, few revisions needed. And honestly, this car is crazy. I'm not going to get to talking too much about it, but you'll see in some of the Mexico clips later on. It's not the fastest, and no, I'm not outshifting them, but who knows what happens. Other than that, as far as on the front of the car, we got the JLT 3.0 catch can over here on the passenger side. If you guys don't have one of those on your car, I highly recommend running one, especially on the passenger side. Driver's side, you can kind of get away with if you're not boosted, but I would definitely recommend getting that. As far as up here, that's pretty much the rundown on the bolt-ons of the car up front. Moving on from that, like I said, the car did have the blackout package, so you know, I got the black accent rims from factory. I got the black grille, black pony. My hood scoops were colored matched, but I have them wrapped black. Came with the black painted roof. Obviously, I put the VMS tires on there. They're wrapped in Mickey Thompson Street SS's. This 305 45 17. Love the drag pack. Definitely hooking up good from a 0 to 40 roll, dig to 40 roll, whatever you want to call it. Got 5% tint on the windows, 35% on the front. Moving around to the back of the car, I had the little small black spoiler that comes on the blackout package, but I actually had replaced it, which you'll guys see in one of the videos. I had replaced it with a black GT350 spoiler, and then I switched to the carbon. Just thought the carbon went better because, like I mentioned, I bought the exhaust first. And got the 3-inch going all the way back from the headers to boiler ATACs. Got a X pipe in there. Carbon fiber tips, I love them. Got the Rouse diffuser back here. Customized license plate, SIXSPEEDPAT. Just looked way too good to pass up on it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Got a little bit of, I think 20% tint on the tail lights, maybe 25, just to add a little cherry red to them. But we did order some RGB Euros from Striker Lights, so that video will be posting real soon. I already got them at the house ready to be installed. So speaking of Striker Lights, I do have their side markers on here right now. You know, they light up LED, or you can use the Bluetooth app and change them to whatever color or color combination of that you like. And moving on to the suspension of the car, we do have a couple of little suspension goodies done to the car. I'm gonna start with the basics. The car is not lowered, that's why it's barely got a little small drop to it. Still a little fender gap in there, but that's okay for squatting and whatnot. But we do have the BMR drag springs on here on the front and the back. Those were very easy to install. That will also be coming in the installation videos. We have the SIXSPEEDPAT Stop the Hop kit. I'm not sure if you can see the little brace in there or not, but we got the SIXSPEEDPAT Stop the Hop kit, the beginner kit. So it came with the you know, the 2 subframe braces on each side. Came with the little bushing inserts for the subframe just to kind of tighten it up, and the alignment sleeves. And honestly, that kit alone did a lot. That kit did wonders for this car, especially with adding the BMR drag springs at the same time. This car weight transfers and launches very nicely now. Have very little traction issues. Of course, the car is still NA, probably only around 500 horsepower at the most. So, you know, not having terrible issues. But from a dig, I mean, if I want to blow the tires off, obviously I can, but I can hook up pretty good. Moving on to the inside of the car, we do have the 301A package. Like I said, I got a couple little pieces of carbon fiber trim on the door handles and steering wheel, around the headlight switches, on the Sync 3 radio, because it is a 301A, so I don't have the calculator screen. But the car is gutted because we go to the track and go to Mexico. Like I just got everything from the back seats and the panels going back pulled out. The car is usually not like that. I just have that temporarily just because we were doing some weight reduction experimenting. It has the sport, track, drag, snow wet mode, all that stuff. It's got my color, like I said, launch control, rev match. You can time your 0 to 60 and your brake also, and all that good stuff there. And we'll play around with a lot of them settings going on in future videos. But yeah, kind of just wanted to introduce this car a little bit. I'm sure I left out 1 or 2 things, but it'll be all right. Like I said, just kind of wanted to introduce myself. We're gonna have a lot of videos, a lot of content coming soon, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna do my best to give this YouTube thing a shot. We like I said, for the last 2-3 years we've been doing this every weekend, so I figured I might as well pick up my GoPro and make a channel and go ahead and start putting this content out there. People like to see this stuff. So, and we're in Memphis, so you know, some of it gets crazy, but some of it's also really fun. Some of the chill meets that me and some of my friends. Video will be dropping in a couple days on the RGB Striker Light Euros, the installation of that and how to use them. You guys be on the lookout for that. Subscribe, drop me a like, drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future, what you think I should change on the car, what looks good, what doesn't, what kind of content you guys might want to see in the future. Installation, car meets, vlogs, whatever it is, you know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to end it here, and we're going to go ahead and get back to the house and get her put up in the garage and get ready to put the tail lights on. So we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Stay tuned.